Where we will enter Prism Central IP.
जमा करना पड़ेगा।
For NKP management cluster deployment started. I'm stopping this video. I'm pausing this video here. We will resume once the cluster is deployed. So finally, our management cluster is deployed. Now we will generate management cluster URL and login details using nkp get dashboard command. You can also check status of our Kubernetes cluster nodes. So all are ready. We will access our management cluster now. So this is a Nutanix Kubernetes Platform management cluster dashboard. Here, this is a global workspace and this is a management cluster workspace. Currently, we haven't deployed anything on this cluster, so we can see our default management cluster namespaces. These are the default system namespaces, and We can also find all the node pool settings here. We can increase our node pool IDs. If let's assume your Kubernetes worker nodes is fully utilized, so in that case you can add a rule here by clicking on add node pool, and there you can give the resources and add additional worker nodes to handle your load of the cluster. So now we will deploy a managed cluster by clicking on create cluster command. We are adding this SSH key so that we can access all the managed cluster nodes using this SSH key. Now here select a project where you want to deploy this managed cluster, your cluster name. So here you can select your subnet pool which you want to use for your managed cluster. We will assign here IPs, like we are using 10.38.238.61 to 70 IP range for this managed cluster. Here we will select one control plane node with 4 CPU and 16 GB RAM. Also, we will use two worker nodes since it's a testing environment, so we are not using more than that. We'll also provide bare minimum 16 GB RAM for this cluster. Here we will select our storage. This is the default policies which we are going to use. Also for our load balancer, we are using 10.38 to 38.65 to 10.38 to 38.70 IP range. Here we will use our Docker registry login details. In case of air gapped version, there we can use our private registry, Docker registry or earlier login details. So now the managed cluster deployment started. We'll wait for a while. We can also check the logs by generating this downloading kubeconfig file. So I am pausing this video for now. Once the cluster managed cluster will be ready, then we will resume the video and proceed further. Now are both the management cluster and managed cluster is deployed, and here you can check the status. Both the cluster status is showing as active. So now we will download the kubeconfig file of this managed cluster, and we will access it, and we will deploy a test project on this managed cluster. So we have downloaded and uploaded our kubeconfig file on the server. This one is our managed clusters kubeconfig file.
If you want to,
Here you can see we have deployed one control plane node and two worker nodes. So it's deployed and ready for the use. Now we will create a namespace with microservices and we will deploy a test project on that. So for creating namespace, we will use create as GC Google Cloud Microservices. It's created. Now we will deploy. Here you can see our project is deployed. Now we will check the status.
smart. Use education.
Here, as you can see, all the containers or the container images are downloading and it's creating. So we will wait for its creation. Now our Google Cloud Microservice test project is deployed. As you can see, all the uh, microservices pods are running. Now we will check the services. All the services are running. And here we will find our IP through which we can access our microservice page, which we have deployed on the server. So it's done. Now you can see your microservice page is deployed. We will check the functionalities. As you can see, it's working fine. That's it. Thank you.